right. Everybody, hi. Happy October, as we say in Arbonne, Rocktober. This is so exciting to be with you all near the start of the month, and congratulations on an incredible September. I want to welcome everybody to the call tonight. I'm Becky Humphreys, and I'm joining you from Sparks, Nevada. And what we love so much about this call is that we're coming together from every area within the U.S. I know we also have international consultants. Not for sure if they're on the call. Give us a little hand wave if you are, because we'd love to welcome you. But we appreciate you guys taking time out for this brief call and hope that this format is serving you guys and your schedule. We really, really welcome feedback, and we're trying to make this workable for everybody. So thank you guys so much for being on with us. I want to just edify a few people in our prayers that have been affected by some of the recent things going on in the world. It's been kind of a crazy time. Those of you who know and love Kim Malfa. Kim is doing great. She's doing great, but she did lose her brother last month after he experienced a resurgence of cancer. And so, if you know her and you want to give her some Arbonne love, she would so appreciate it. And now, just as a matter of a couple of days, her daughter in Santa Rosa is being evacuated because of all the crazy fires. So their family's been kind of hit from all angles. So I appreciate you guys for lifting the Malfa family up in your prayers. Also, continued prayers to everyone affected by the Northern and Southern California fires. We have consultants in both areas of that part of California, and I know a few on Rhiannon's team have been close to the fires so far, not affected. But our dear friend Jen Warrendorf, who's a consultant over in Sonoma, they were surrounded by fire. Thankfully, they're okay. They did lose power, but they are able to be in their trailer right now on their property with their horses and their dogs. So at least they can be close by. And then our beloved Ashley Good, her parents were evacuated from Glen Ellen, California, which I believe is on the Sonoma side. And so if you can keep everyone affected in our Arbonne family in your prayers for that area, that's awesome. And continued prayers for those that are still affected by the hurricanes in the Caribbean and the U.S. mainland. So much damage in that part. Thankfully, Ashley Smith in Tampa, she did sustain a little damage externally to her home, but not enough to stress her out and get that baby out, which is, thank goodness, a good thing, because she still has 9 weeks left before her due date in December. So I'm so glad that her family was able to weather the storm and wasn't affected. And last but not least, our extended family in Las Vegas. There's so many good memories that many of us have attached to that town and that experience. And certainly we want those memories to rise above what happened a week ago. I did have a grandfather consultant her family was not affected, but her son attended the concert with her niece and the niece's best friend, and sadly her best friend was hit and did not make it and perished. So it really is so crazy to hear about all the people, all those stories that are bubbling up. I know Megan Fikes has a family in Las Vegas. So continued prayers to that area and for all of those affected in incredible ways. And it just makes us want to just hug our family that much closer, right? Including our Arbonne family. I'm so grateful for you. I know that Kendyll and I love being able to get on and bring everybody together, because this is so much what we love the most about our business, is being able to do life with each and every one of you. So thank you guys for just pressing on and for keeping positive thoughts going, so that we can elevate where we are in the world. We are acknowledging the accomplishments for the month of September, and so excited to give some special love to our top achievers. You all have done amazing things in your business. We're seeing so much momentum come forward from our summer, from initiating 30 and 30 challenge, and from having many in qualification and also promotion. So what you're doing is working. Keep doing the do, you guys. What you're doing is working. I'm going to briefly recognize the top in my nation, and then I'll turn over to Kendyll, and she will take over from there. And so without further ado, top sponsor in my nation goes to Kendra Beams. Kendra lives in Orland, California, and she sponsored 8 personal preferred clients and consultants at that 150 PQV level. Congratulations, Kendra. Our top district manager is from Medford, Oregon, and that's Miss Connie Ruff. Connie is an amazing soul, and we're so excited that she rocked her business. Well done, Connie. We're so excited for you. Our top area manager from Junction City, Oregon is Elizabeth Peterson. Elizabeth, way to go, rockstar. We're so excited for all the good things coming up in your business. And our top regional vice president from Orland, California is Rhiannon Carlson. Congratulations, girlfriend. Way to go. Lots more on that, girl, coming up. Kendyll, if you'll take it away for me.
Absolutely. So the tops in our nation, our top sponsor is Heather Cox. She sponsored 8 people, and she's from Canton, Georgia. Our top district manager is actually Heather's sponsor, Wendy Holloway, and she is from Jasper, Georgia. She is our top district for the month. Our top area manager is one Mrs. Beth Petrillo from Blue Ridge, Georgia. So we had a Georgia sweep with those 3. I'm so excited for their teams are growing and rocking and rolling. And then our top region for the month is Miss Alyssa Cavallero from Pittsburgh. So congratulations, girls. I'm so proud of all of you for working so hard.
Thank you so much, Kendyll. That is exciting stuff. Way to go. There must have been a hurricane happening in Georgia. I swear.
For real.
That's awesome. Congratulations, you guys. Our district manager bonus achievers, these achievers that we're acknowledging tonight are combined from all of our United Nations team. And this designation means that in your central business, that is where really the magic happens in Arbonne. That's where you get to help the most people personally. And that is also where Arbonne pays you the most in terms of the compensation plan. Our district manager bonus achievers achieved 5,000 in their success line for their district, for their central business, plus 5 sponsored within their central business. So a great accomplishment, and a huge shout out to our achievers for September: Rhiannon Carlson from Orland, California, Alyssa Cavallero from Pittsburgh, Wendy Holloway from Jasper, Georgia, Melissa Ladner from Klamath Falls, Oregon, Mia DeMeo from West Mifflin, Pennsylvania, Danielle Shuley from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Shaylee Mustakas from Bridgeville, Pennsylvania, Shiloh Smith from Reno, Nevada, Tiffany Spitznagel from North Huntington, Pennsylvania, and Jesse Wagner from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Congratulations, you guys. Awesome, awesome. That definitely shows that you are reaching out and locking arms and helping people to develop their own business so that they, in turn, can become district managers. So way to go. Our area manager bonus earners, we have 4 achievers in this category to acknowledge for the month of September. They hit 20,000 in their central area, plus 10 sponsored within their central area. And that's really a sign of healthy growth and, well, really rockstar growth for a central business. So our area manager bonus earners, Rhiannon Carlson, Lynn Carpenter, Alyssa Cavallero, and Tiffany Spitznagel. Congratulations, you 4. Rockin' and rollin'. Love it, love it. Awesome. And last but not least, we have a region bonus achiever. And this designation is 60,000 in your central region as well as 20 sponsored within your central region. And that goes to Rhiannon Carlson from Oreland, California. Way to go. So if you guys were paying attention, Rhiannon got all 3 bonuses. We call that the trifecta bonus. And that is truly a phenomenal achievement. It's hard to hit your bonus in each of those levels. Arbonne pays you on the highest bonus at this time, and we're so proud of you. Way to go, sister. That's awesome. I have the pleasure of acknowledging the people who are in our local team in Reno Sparks area who are in qualification for district manager. And I want to give a big shout out to Lindley Johns. She was able to attend our local meeting last night in Reno, and she was sponsored by Shiloh Smith, and she's in qualification for district and will have no issues finishing in October. She's going to knock it out of the park. So congratulations to Lindley. Now I'll turn recognition over to Rhiannon Carlson in Orland. Congratulations, sister. We're proud of you.
Thank you, Becky. We have 2 new district managers in the Carlson region, and one is Jenny Caslin from Chico, California, sponsored by myself. This girl has totally rocked the 30-day knitting challenge. If you guys follow her on Instagram, she has really good before and after pictures. And then we have Naira Watkins from Anaheim, California. And she is also rocking the 30-day challenge with her gym down there. And I'm so proud of these girls. They're just super independent leaders. And I'm super excited for what their business is going to look like here in the next few months as we finish out the year. Congratulations.
Awesome. Congratulations. 2 new district manager. I'm so proud of you guys. Rocking and rolling. That is super, super exciting. Thank you, Rhiannon. You look lovely, and I love that star on your wall, along with those darling pictures. It's so fun to see where everybody lives. I love that part about the Zoom. Wow, your hair looks fantastic. You always look like $1 million, love. Thank you so much. I'm going to pass it back to, I'm going to volley it over to the East Coast. Who's next?
Alyssa, you go.
Alyssa, okay, Liz girl, come on up.
All righty. So we have 2 in qualification for district on our team. We have Emily Euler from Franklin, PA, sponsored by Shaylee Mustakas. And then we have Natalie Janot from Irwin, PA, sponsored by Danielle Schuley.
Oh, fantastic. Way to go. That is awesome. How exciting.
My background is clearly wine.
Well, as well it should be. Great to celebrate every day, honey. I love it. It's awesome. And your hair looks fantastic, too.
Thank you.
Her hair always looks fantastic.
Thank you so much, honey. Thank you. So excited for you guys. Congratulations. And I'll pass it back to Kendyll.
Yes. So we have another in qualification for district manager, and that is Heather Cox from Canton, Georgia, sponsored by Miss Wendy Holloway. Congratulations, Heather. Like I said, she's rocking and rolling right at the beginning of her business. I'm so proud of her. And then last but not least, for our recognition, we have 1 in qualification for area manager, and that is Miss Wendy Holloway from Jasper, Georgia. And I just need to give Wendy a special shout out because number 1, if you guys can see her on the screen, she is sitting in the hospital with her daughter Caroline because she's been having some stomach issues for a long time, and she was there the other night and had a little bit of a surgery today, right? And then they're scheduling her for another one. So she's feeling better. She's out of pain, but please pray for her too because she's been having this her whole life, and it's really been a miracle. And I am so proud of Wendy because this girl never stops. She's always trying to improve herself. She's always listening to what other people say to her. She's really just intuitive and so kind and sweet and cares about everybody. And I'm really, really honored to know her and have her on our team. And I just can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next few months with them. So congratulations, Wendy.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Oh my goodness. So exciting. Way to go, everyone. This is setting your business up for incredible growth as we come into our final quarter in Arbonne. And I am so excited for each and every one of you for taking the steps to really elevate yourself and for pushing your business forward. And it really comes down to stepping out of your comfort zone. And I hope I'm not stepping on Kendyll's toes because she's going to deliver an awesome, awesome training. And she's up next on the docket. A few words that I can say about this Wonder Woman. Anyone who has met her, you absolutely love her within like a nanosecond. She is the real deal. She is genuine. She is authentic. She laughs at herself. And and then definitely that sense of humor is very attractive. It brings people in. It helps make them feel comfortable. So it's no wonder that she has done an incredible job and built a phenomenal team of givers and servants. She herself is a top servant and such a special leader. I love your heart, Kendyll. I love that you always bring your A game for our team, and whether it is folks local to you who might not even be in your central nation, but sideline teams, you're always reaching out and elevating others with positivity and with love. And that is definitely more of what we need in the world right now. So I am so honored to introduce you. Thank you for speaking on focus tonight. I'm ready to take some notes, girl. I'm ready.
Thank you so much, Becky. I mean, we learned from you. So that's really a testament to your entire team, because you are the biggest lover that we know, and you are so generous and kind. And oh my goodness, look at all these lives you've changed, Becky Humphreys. It's amazing. It's crazy, and it's just going to keep growing. So I won't keep you guys too long. As you may know, I talk really fast, so I'm sorry. But I've been reading a few things lately that really just have been inspiring me. One book, I thought I had it out, but I took notes and then I put it away apparently. So is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And I had read this a long time ago in my business, and I decided to go back to it because it basically talks about you're always moving forward in a way. Are you going towards a goal or away from a goal? And there is no in between. And I was thinking about that a lot recently. So I started reading that again, and that's been really inspiring. So I suggest that. And the other one, if you're looking for like a workbook, and I know I've talked a little bit about this one before, The Power of Focus, Jack Canfield, Mark Hansen, and Les Hewitt. It's more of a workbook. So you got to do the things it says. And it takes me a long time to get through things like that, because my attention span is fairly short, I guess. But I'm working through it too, and it's been really helpful. So, okay. So everybody on this call is a leader. Even if you are brand new day one, if you've been in Arbonne for a million years, you are a leader because you said yes to this opportunity, and this opportunity is going to change people's lives, whether it's through their skin or their health or through their finances or just through you being a positive influence in their life. So you saying yes to Arbonne is you making a commitment to serve other people in some way, and whatever way that is best for you. So the formula for success is that there are a few simple disciplines repeated every day, okay? Time is going to be your friend or your enemy. It will either promote you or expose you. So how are you spending your time every day? What do you focus on? What are you doing every day for your business or not for your business? John Burroughs said that a man can fail many times, but he isn't a failure until he begins to blame someone else. Right? Doesn't that like resonated with me, because I was like, oh, how many times do we make excuses for anything that's going wrong in our lives or our business? If this person would have done this, if this person would have done this, I had a bad party, the hostess didn't invite enough people, blah, blah, blah. You know, my husband should have taken out the trash, whatever. You know, you blame your kids for something. Like, who are you blaming for what's happening in your life? And especially in your business, because like it says, you're not a failure until you blame someone else or stop trying, really. So if it's meant to be, it's up to me. It's not, successful people know that it's not what happens to them it's important, but it's how they respond to what happens to them that makes the difference between failure and success. As Becky says, I laugh at myself a lot. And guys, I mess up all the time, like constantly, every day sometimes. You know, if you know me super well, you know that something I do a lot is hurt myself, especially my feet. I chirp into things. I run into things. Like, I'm a disaster. But what am I going to do about it? I'm going to either blame the curb that I just tripped off of or the door that hit my foot? No, I need to be a little bit more focused, right? So think about that on who you're blaming. And be careful what you think, because what you think multiplied by action plus time is going to create your reality. I cannot stress this enough, guys. I cannot. What you think is going to happen. You need to keep your head in a good space. And that doesn't mean that I'm always positive. That does not mean that you always have to be in the best mood ever and never let anything bother you. I mean, everybody cries and gets mad and gets upset and you fight with people and things happen that are not pleasant. But how fast do you come out of it? And that's what I see in excellent leaders. As you grow in this business, when I first started, let's say I had a bad party, I might let that affect me for a month or two or however long. And now what happens is that, let's say I have a bad party and that might be like, that was a bummer. Here's some things that went wrong. But you know what? There's no point in dwelling on it. Let's snap out of it. Let's see what we can do better. So your growth is going to come from how you handle these setbacks. And you have a responsibility as a business owner. You have a responsibility to your family because you told them you were doing this. You have a responsibility to your clients, to your friends, and to your team, even if you don't have a team yet. You are the source of what you are, what you do, and what you have. It is 100% in your control. Okay, so on to the power of focus. Your habits are going to determine your future. So one thing I like to ask, are you taking notes right now? Do you take notes at your team meetings? And I don't say that because you need to write down everything I say because I'm so important. I say that because that habit of note-taking is going to create habits of learning and growing and doing that more consistently. And if you want to be at the top of this company, you need to be somebody that takes notes and learns and absorbs information so that you can change and grow and be more for your team. So what do you do when you go to training? Are you at a meeting and on your cell phone? Are you at GTC and not showing up to trainings? Are you not attending your local meetings or these Zoom calls? You guys are all on. Good job. But really, that has to be serious. Treat this like a business so that you can get paid like a business. Do you have these calls in your calendar? Do you have an alarm set to get on them? It doesn't mean you can always get on every one. Things happen, things come up. We totally get that. But when you're here, are you present? And are you learning? And are you expecting to have that be a part of who you are? So now, what are your daily habits? This was huge for me. As I've said to you guys before, I was a huge procrastinator and I just don't like structure apparently very much, or I didn't anyway. I really like it now. Excuse me. So what are your daily habits? What do you do consistently every day? How do you separate? You need to learn how to separate the major things from the minor things. And a lot of people don't do well at this simply because they major in minor things. That's what Jim Rohn said. Like, what do you spend the most of your time on? If you're spending a lot of time on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, yes, those things are awesome. They are important. They are crucial to our business, especially in 2017, almost 18. Totally, totally important. But how much time are you spending with that versus other things that are important in your life? You are your own boss in Arbonne, and that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because it's a good thing because, yes, you can create your own schedule. It's a bad thing because you can decide not to work whenever you want, and no one's going to tell you that you have to. So I want you guys to focus on your natural talents. What are you good at? And it's okay to think about what you're not good at if you think of it from a learning perspective. For example, I'm not great at organizing my finances. So guess what? I'm going to hire someone else to do that. I'm going to pay somebody to help me with that. That is not something I excel in. It takes me hours and days and months to do this stuff, and I put a lot of it off because it stresses me out. So instead of doing that, I got organized, I figured it out, I delegated appropriately. So focus on your natural talents and let others do what they do best. When you focus most of your time and energy on doing the things that you're truly brilliant at, you are going to reap big rewards. And we need you as a team. We need you guys to be whatever you're great at. Tell us, show us, share it with us. That's the reason that we are successful in Arbonne, because we lean on each other for what we're good at and what we're not good at. And practice what you're good at. Maybe you're good at public speaking. Maybe you're awesome at delivering the opportunity presentation. Maybe you're awesome at teaching people how to do the cleaning challenge, or whatever it is that you're great at. do it and do it often so that you can get better at it, because that's what you need to do to be a professional. Are you a starter or a finisher? I can honestly tell you, I'm kind of right in the middle now. I work on that really hard because I used to be just a starter and let things all fly in the air. So now I'm working at being an excellent finisher and doing what I say I'm going to do. And it's a work in progress. If you're feeling swamped, get help and learn to let it go. Guys, time is so precious. Our families, our friends, this is so valuable. I think that's really very, very apparent in the world right now. Don't spend your time with your family worrying about Arbonne. Don't spend your time with Arbonne worrying about your family. Make sure you have a schedule. Do those things when you say you're going to do them, and then don't do them when you say you're not going to do them. The sooner you figure this out, you will be way more productive in this business. Separate those so-called urgent tasks from your most important priorities. So there's in the Power Focus, they call it the 4D solution. So there's 4 Ds. You're going to dump it, delegate it, defer it, or do it. All right. So number 1 is dump it. So learn to say, no, I choose not to do this. Be firm. You don't need to say yes to every single person on your team that needs your attention right when they ask you for it. You don't need to say yes to every vendor opportunity if you feel like it's going to be in a scary part of town and 3 people are going to show up. You don't have to say yes to things that are not going to benefit you. It's okay to say no. I think mainly for most of the women that are on this call, it's hard for us to say no because we are generally pleasers and we want to take care of people and we want to do what they want us to do all the time. But that is not serving anybody if it's spreading yourself too thin. So number 2 is delegate it. These are tasks that need to be done, but you're not the person to do them. Hand them over to someone else with no guilt and no regret. Simply ask, who else can do this? Number 3, defer it. These are issues that you do need to work on, but not right away. They can genuinely be deferred. Schedule a specific time at a later date to handle this type of work. Or number 4, do it now. Important projects that need your attention right away. So get started right now. Move forward and then give yourself a reward for completing that project. Don't make any excuses. And remember, if you don't take prompt action, you're going to end up with all these nasty consequences that you don't want. And that's not a good outcome, okay? So like I said, a little bit more about learning to say no. You need to put yourself first, 100%. Give yourself a mental pep talk. Tell yourself it's okay. Say no. You need to be able to say no to other people, like I mentioned, and you also need to say no to distractions. So this is a big one, guys, because distractions are huge, like I mentioned. When I sit down to do my personal growth, I literally put my phone in the other room. I can't look at it. It does not matter because I won't get it done. I need to learn how to get rid of the distractions. I turn off my TV now because I was like doing work at my computer and watching something on the side and I was taking twice as long. So learn to eliminate those distractions. As Les Brown says, focus and follow through now or experience the devastating pain of regret later. So I'm going to give you just a couple quick action steps and then we are done. So what it talks about is make a list of all the business activities at work that use up your time. You should probably have at least 10. So if you're talking about Arbonne, some examples I have. So again, what I'm asking you to do is write down the list of the business activities in Arbonne that are going to take up time. Like example, placing orders, follow-up calls, team calls, parties, putting together sample packs, doing your taxes, paying your bills, training preparation. These are all important things for your business, right? So the next thing I want you to do is describe 3 things that you are brilliant at doing at work. Describe 3 things that you're brilliant at doing at work. Then name the 3 most important activities that produce income. Because you guys know we have income producing activities in our business and we have non-income producing activities in our business. I love these calls, but this is not making us money right now, right? We're not selling anything, we're not scheduling anything, and we're not sponsoring anybody. But it's after 9 o'clock at night, so that's good. So, like I said, name 3 most important activities. Next, name the income producing activities. Next, name the 3 most important activities that you don't like to do or you're weak at doing. This is awesome. You guys want to know what I put down? Entering my people into FitFu, filing my taxes, making flyers and sample packs. I'm not good at those things. I don't like to do them, or I'm not great at them. So guess what? I'm going to hire an assistant to enter my FitFu orders. I hired someone else to do my taxes, and Emily Neal is really good at making our flyers. I love her. And then the last thing is who can do these for you. So when you figure out what you're not great at, write down who can do those for you. And then the last thing I want you to do is write down 1 time-consuming activity that you're going to say no to or delegate right away. Okay? So here's what you have to think about. Your habits are going to determine your future. It's all about focus and vision. You need to overcome your setbacks and really be confident in who you are and what you're good at. Don't focus on the stuff you're not good at. Focus on what you're good at and take it one day at a time, guys. This is not a race. If I can impart any wisdom of being in this business for 10 years and finally making it to the top of this company, I can tell you that I really looked at this as like something I had to get to really quickly, but I really should have focused on daily steps that made me a better person. Because if I had really focused on those a little bit more consistently, I would have got here faster. And I'm not saying you guys need to do this in any certain time frame, but that's really the key to this business. Focus on the things that you can improve in yourself every day, a little bit, just a little bit. It doesn't need to be your whole life. And you will become the best version of yourself. And I read a quote by Robin Sharma today that said, protect your time, learn to say no. Having the courage to say no to the little things in life will give you the power to say yes to the big things. And I'm going to leave you with a really awesome inspirational quote that I think about a lot. It's from a really weird movie called I Heart Huckabees. If you've never seen it, it's really funny and goofy, and I don't know if anyone else will even ever like it other than me. I think it's hysterical. But it's about like existentialism and what you think about, you bring about, and it really kind of calls into play all of these things that the way we see ourselves and the way we really are. And this quote says, it's actually Dustin Hoffman that says it, everything you could ever want and be, you already have and are. Everything you could ever want and be, you already have and are. Guys, God made you perfect. You are perfect. You are exactly who you are supposed to be. So if you're not happy with something, you already have it in you to get there. If you have a tug in your gut to do something different or change your life or be a better person, that's because God has already given you everything that you need to accomplish that. So we stop second guessing ourselves, believe in ourselves, believe in our maker, believe in who we are, because everything you could ever want and be, you already have and are. I love you guys so much. I believe in you more than you could ever know. And I'm just honored to share this time with you. Thank you for allowing me to ramble at you for 20 minutes. I love you, and I can't wait to see you all on our next call, the 4th Wednesday of the month, and it will be at 9 p.m. Eastern, okay? Love you all. Good night.